6th freaking time doing this. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Sam, again, and today I'm doing an honest thoughts of the Purge election year, which is the third Purge movie in the Purge trilogy, which I'm kind of surprised there's like this many Purge movies, because I did not expect this to become this film, well, the first film, overall to become a trilogy, because I remember this is sort of like something I should point out with this film. I was not looking forward to it. I wasn't really planning on seeing it either. If it was good, which I did not hear that many good things before going in, so I was kind of just like, not really. Like when I first saw the trailer, I'm like, all right, that could be interesting. I don't know. I'm not really going crazy about it, but it was a film that I overall thought, yeah, it could be okay. I don't know, it could be really bad, but I wasn't looking forward to it. So, what did I think of it? Well, let's talk about the story. Now, the story for Purge election year follows Charlie Roan, played by Elizabeth Mitchell, and she is trying to bring an end to the Purge. She's a candidate. She's a candidate for presidency, and she's trying to overall bring an end to the Purge. In the Purge, if you don't know the concept of the movies, the Purge is a night where all crime is legal. Like, you can get away with murder, Grand Theft Auto, stealing, shoplifting, all this stuff. So the entire movie is pretty much, that's the whole concept for all the movies. Crime is legal, and a group of people try to survive a whole night. And surprisingly, this film actually does continue, I believe, where the last one left off, because I never saw the second one. I saw bits and pieces of the first one. I didn't really care for it. But from what I've heard, the second one was the best movie. So I went to see Purge, which election, with not really knowing much, but it surprisingly, I was a little surprised. But anyways, back to the story. The story pretty much follows Charlie Roan. She's trying to end the Purge, because 18 years ago, when she was just a little girl, or a teenager, I couldn't really tell. I think she was a teenager. She was almost killed in Purge night because a psychopath broke into their home and sort of just did something like she wanted to. Well, she didn't really want to do anything. She did, like, the guy pretty much told her mom, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. If you choose one person to live, I'm going to kill you, the father, and the brother. So she's the only one that survives, and 18 years later, she's running for president, and she's just trying to, like, pretty much bring an end to the Purge, because she hates it, because it causes a lot of economical problems with cities and citizens, and this pisses off the new founding fathers of our country, which are sort of like this hierarchy group that pretty much sort of sees the Purge as the best thing to ever happen to America. So the entire movie is them trying to overall kill her, and Frank Grillo trying to protect her from being murdered by the founding fathers as they're trying to take her out. And he's sort of like the body, and Frank Grillo's character Leo is overall the bodyguard to her. So the entire movie, he's always with her, making sure they're okay. But then later on, they meet up with a group of survivors that are just trying to make it through the night. Like Kylie T. Lee Nixon, who plays Joe Dixon. I could be screwing up the name, or Michael T. Williamson. He was Bubba in Forrest Gump, if I'm correct. But they're just trying to survive, make it through Purge night, and that's the whole synopsis of the story without giving away too much. But yeah, and overall, the story for this film is not anything special. I went into this film expecting this. I went into the mind aspect. I was going to watch over-the-top, mindless violence, like the whole movie. And surprisingly, that's what I got. I got that. I wasn't really expecting much of a movie called The Purge, where the only thing they do, which this is kind of, I'm going to get into my problem with the whole series, the whole thing later, but with the film series, but the whole film, with the story, is them trying to survive and sort of try to stop her from getting killed by the founding fathers of our country, or of our new country, as they like to call it. Oh, sorry about that burp. Just ate dinner. But the story was alright. But now let's get on to the acting. And the acting is okay. I wasn't really upset by it really at all, to be quite honest. It really wasn't offensively bad like I was expecting it to be. The best actor in the whole film, I believe, it was Frank Grillo. He literally had some really damn badass moments, and overall, for all a lot, the actors did a good job. Okay job. Mike Helty Williamson played Joe. He was pretty cool in it. He was, if you don't know who he is, he was. I just said his name. He was Bubba from Forrest Gump, which is that's what I know him mostly from, and they're overall trying. And he was pretty cool in the movie. He sort of ran like this convenience store, and in the beginning of the movie, he had a really cool moment where these like two sort of high school girls, like these two like high school girls, like I guess they looked like they were in their high schools. They were kind of like in like I guess they went to a public school. They were like these rich snobby girls, and like they were just like trying to steal stuff. Like so, pretty much they walk in. They're like he just walks. They see them walk in, and he's just like, do you know what you're doing? And it's like they're giving him shit. Like they're like, oh, we're not doing anything. It's like then, and then later in the film, you see Petty Gabriel come in. And she's like, you better put that back. And she was pretty much a purger from early in the film, from earlier, probably from previous years. So they're overall just trying. She was overall pretty good in the film. I don't know why I'm going off on this. I'm really sorry. This is my 6th attempt doing this review, but the acting was alright, but the reason I wanted to see this film was because of the action, and there is a lot of really, really cool action. And to be honest, this film is so over the top, and it's so funny. Like, literally, this film tries really damn hard to be violent and edgy. I found myself laughing because the two rich girls, they come back later in the film, sort of spoiler, and they're like all dressed up and sort of like lingerie. It was weird. Like one's got like a mask like that says "Kiss Me" on it, and she's got an AK-47 with like diamond pearls on it. It was trying to be scary, and it's like they pull up in a car that's like covered in like Christmas lights, and it's just like it was trying so hard to make them look menacing, but it was just so funny. I'm like, and she's just like, I just killed my parents, I'm gonna kill you, and she's pretty much saying for earlier in the film she's gonna kill Joe, Mike Kelty Williamson's character, for not letting them leave the store without that candy bar they were trying to steal. And the whole film and they're trying to sort of like kill him, and literally they had the best kill in the movie. Like they were actually killed in the most over the top way. It's like, I don't want to say what it is, but I'm just like, damn, that was freaking sick. They did not hesitate with killing them off, because it was just like they've got like AK-47s, they're with friends, and it's like they're dressed up in lingerie. It was just weird. I'm like, this is like, I guess it was trying to be shocking, but at the same time, you cannot be shocking at all with that, because that's literally like, it was just so funny, because it's like, I don't know if they were trying to be scary or funny, but it just was hilarious. I was laughing the whole time, because just like, that was just hysterical to me. I don't know why, but in this film, to be honest, it's just mindless action and mindless violence the entire thing. So the entire film pretty much is just them trying to run around Washington, trying to survive, trying to deal with like these, like the founding fathers trying to kill them. And yeah, it's pretty much a summary of what I thought of the acting and stuff. And the action probably is the best part of the film, and Frank Grillo is probably the best part of the film as well, because he has some really, really damn like awesome moments. But to be honest, was this a good movie? Hell no. To me, this is a guilty pleasure. This movie is so ridiculous and so over the top that it's just fun to watch. And I thought at times I was getting a bit bored, but overall the film is just a guilty pleasure to me. It's not very good at all, really, but it's a guilty pleasure for me. It's a guilty pleasure movie. Like, this is, you know how people say, like, guilty pleasures are, like, they have guilty pleasures? Like, I think Jeremy John's guilty pleasure is Street Fighter the movie. To me, it's going to be Purge Election Year, because this movie is so stupid and over the top that it's just fun to watch, and I had fun watching it. And to be honest, just because it's a guilty pleasure does not mean I'm going to give it that great of a score. If I had to give this movie anything, it would be a 5 out of 10, because despite all that, it's not a very good movie. The acting's not that great. Besides Frank Grillo and Mike Kelty Williamson being in it, there really isn't much else to talk about. And besides the action, it just overall was kind of a movie that I was just kind of like, wasn't that good, but I would consider it a guilty pleasure. I'd probably watch it again maybe soon in the future if it comes to DVD. I'll probably watch it on DVD. Hell, I might even watch the second one because people say the second one's the best. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this sort of honest, rambling thoughts of the movie Purge election year. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.